I wouldn't want to go through it again, but that's exactly what our team needed. We needed to have a lead, lose it, be backed up against the wall, and figure out a way to win. Because we talked about how in some of these games, like Wednesday night, the air kind of went out of the tires in the third quarter, and we didn't feel like we just stayed connected throughout the whole last 24 minutes, which is easy to do. I mean, 99% of the teams in the world will do that in those circumstances, in circumstances like tonight. But what you want to do is you want to tighten it even more, stay together, become even more accountable, even more resilient, and even tougher together. And that was what happened tonight. We had 10 guys play well at different points in time throughout the game, but it was very unpredictable. And but I thought the last group was really playing at a high level. Some of them had a little bit more rest than usual, and I had planned on that anyways, but not quite that much, because I thought our bench played so well in the first half that when we were losing that lead, I wanted to get those guys back in quicker. They weren't as good in the second stint, but they did such a great job. You wanted to stay with them. I thought two of the biggest possessions in the game was they got us down to 11, and Phil made a nice pass to Gerald for a layup, and I'm trying to think how else we scored right there, right before I took those guys back out. And all the starters went in, and all of a sudden we're down 7 with about 8 minutes to go, and it's a little bit more manageable than 11. So those plays right at the end of that stint in the fourth quarter with the second unit were really big.
We all knew that was going to happen. I mean, when you lose by 41 points in the NBA, everybody knew that they was going to come out. They had a game plan. They was going to do certain things. Everybody's going to be on their A game. We kind of suspected that, but we was just as ready as they was, because we was on a 2-game losing streak. So we was just ready to play tonight.
What good for that last layup there?
Just in his face. Wow. God.
What did you see there? A guy who sticks with it. I think he was 2 for 7 to that point, coming through in that situation.
I mean, honestly, you're gonna have nights like that, and Jeff defensively did a great job on Carmelo, and he did his job. And just because he wasn't scoring doesn't mean he wasn't effective. And then everybody knew he was gonna make that layup at the end, so I wasn't surprised.
What's it like to have?
That was the only way I could be in the game at that point. Offensively, I played like poop. So I had to find a way to allow Coach to put me on the floor. And defensively, in the second half, that was the only way I could be on the floor. So I had to step it up on that end. Couldn't say the other word.
Just how much did guarding?
I want the ball at the end of the game, no matter the situation. I feel like I can make a play for myself or my team. So, when it comes down to it, I want the ball. I got, some great teammates. Jared Sullinger is one of them. He's one to keep me motivated, keep me focused, keep me in the game. Joe Wallace, kept me focused. So my teammates, they always have my back.
Did you feel like you missed a beat at all?
I mean, obviously it's a little different than watching on the sideline in a suit, but I just tried to do anything I could to help the team.
How's the ankle feel?
Pretty good. A little sore, obviously, but I was happy with it.
I feel like you guys got back in a pretty good rhythm with bench guys together.
Yeah, I think we did, especially in that first half. Guys were making shots, playing together, moving the ball, and coming together on defense as well. And it was good to see.
How much confidence does it give you guys knowing that the bench carried you guys for a while?
We're a team. That's what teams do. Sometimes some guys aren't going to, have their best nights, on the starting lineup, and you got to be, as a bench, come in and lift those guys up.
The coach and put me for play. I just try to do my work, my job. I'm working hard all day. I'm working with my teammates, so I just do my job.
It's got to be a vote of confidence for you, from him, for him to play you in that.
Yeah, for sure. He have confidence on me. We're talking sometimes, and he wanna. I'm back play like in the preseason or the first games, and I try to work hard or defense and just appreciate his confidence on me. Yeah, I know. It's Carmelo Anthony, you know.
Yeah.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
I try to do my best and just please miss the shot.
Yeah.